Okay, so I'm going to give you my list of the 5 items for me that sell really well. Now, when it comes to my projects, I tend to go on the large side. So I will make a table versus 30 charcuterie boards. So I'll post my table, and then it kind of works to my benefit when people see my table, if it hasn't sold already. They'll ask or they'll request, can you make me a charcuterie board, something smaller? So I'm basically using my larger items to advertise for myself and let them request the smaller items. So the other benefit in doing that is that someone will see something online and it's the design that they want, but it's not the size, because they've got a specific size in mind and it doesn't match their interior. So it could be they have a whole farmhouse style living room and they want a farmhouse style entry table, but they can't find one in that design or that size, and that's where I come into play with designing the larger furniture. So I can post a big piece, give them the sizes, and then they can get back to me and say, I like that. It's kind of what I want, but can you make it in this size and make it farmhouse style? So yes, so basically I'm kind of, in a sense, posting the larger furniture, and at the same time I'm advertising, saying, okay, I can make this table, and then they can come back and say, okay, yes, that table's perfect, but can you make it this way? Piece of cake. So with that said, let's get dirty. So number 5 is the entryway table. Now, I make a lot of entryway tables, and again, it's all based on sizes and designs from the customer. So again, I'll post an entryway table, and like I said before, someone will say, like it, but can you do this? They'll send me a picture. So then it's just a matter of changing some dimensions and getting that built for them. So number 4 is the coffee table. Now with the coffee table, those are really easy sells. And the reason why is because most of the time when I post one, um, I, I will use the reclaimed wood, which immediately gives it a great farmhouse style look. And the other thing I do is on the bottom below the table itself, I'll do the distressed look where I do the mocha paint, and then I do a white paint and I sand it to make it look worn. So I sell a lot of those. Number 3, indoor and outdoor tables. Now I sell a lot of these, which leads me into number 2, because when I make a table, I will also post in the description, if you would like my number 2 item, a bench to go with this table, then just add however much, $100, whatever. I think I charge 120, 100 for a bench on each side. So by making the table, I'm actually getting myself more sales by saying, here's the table. Now I'll sell you the seating for it. So I'm basically selling a set. Okay. So you see what I did there? So I took the table and I used it to advertise for my benches, because my benches, now I sell a lot of benches outside of tables too. That's why it's my number 2 seller, because I not only sell benches to go with the tables, but I also sell like the outdoor benches for seating, and I will sell a lot of the mudroom benches. So that's my number 2 is benches. So my number 1 and my biggest seller is my outdoor Adirondack style chairs. Now these chairs are considerably different than the ones you see if you just Google that style chair. And the reason why is because I actually have them where the backs are, instead of, the normal back, I actually have them where they're skulls, and I have female skulls. So um, they kind of got a character to them. And that is my huge seller. In the summertime, that's the one that pretty much books me up all summer when I can start my outdoor painting, because I paint the backs of them outside. So, and I always got to wait till it gets to the temperature where, paint will actually set. So that's my huge seller, my number one. And I thought I'd give an honorable mention. I do sell a lot of desks, so that would probably be my. So you're getting a bonus. You're getting the six things. So number six would probably be my desks. So now you have my list. So those are the six items that I make a lot of and sell. Now, again, I want to reiterate that when I make a project, again, I do big. I do furniture. Okay. I post the furniture, and people will contact me for these smaller projects. Now, I'm sure it works the other way, where people contact or people post their smaller projects and they'll get contacted for the bigger. I just do it the other way around. It works for me. So let me just give you one more little piece of advice. Go on to Google and just type in what's trending in woodworking. So when you Google that, you'll actually see lists, and lists will come up. Sometimes it'll be a link that has 6 or 7 projects. Find your niche, find your project, do a couple of those projects, post them, and see how they do. That might be your calling. That might be the thing that people will contact you for. And that's what it's about. You want people to see your work, and you want them to contact you. So you could do what's trending, and of course you'll get a lot of charcuterie board. So do a couple charcuterie boards, do a couple nice ones, post them, and you'd be surprised. People will say, hey, those are nice. How can you make me a? And there you go. So now you've started to get into your groove, your niche. So, like I said, just grab a couple of those projects from the trending list, make them really nice, post them online, and you are going to be really surprised at the people that contact you to make other things for them. Because again, people are looking for an entryway table. It's got to be this big, and it's got to be this tall, and it's got to be this design, and it's got to be farmhouse, and they can't find that. That's where we come in. That's where we supply that need. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of new episodes as they become available. If you're new to the woodworking hobby, check out my Woodworking for Beginners video series. It's a 12-part series, step-by-step instructions with just some basic builds that'll get you started in the woodworking hobby. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment section, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. If you'd like to support my channel, I'll post a link down in the description to make a donation. It'd also be a great help if you could to share me on your social media sites. Help get the word out. So until next time, keep it safe.